Okay, so here's his legs, and again with the teardrops. Make sure these go pretty long out there, pretty thin. Push it down, make it kind of flat on the end there. Okay, now like we did with the seal, or I mean, sorry, with the penguin, we're gonna just give him some little paws here. Okay. And then we're gonna take our gum glue. We're going to have to get a clean paintbrush because I was using black with that one. So go back here and then just kind of put a little bit on there. And then this is just going to kind of fold around to the front. And maybe make it a little bit longer if it doesn't. It's pretty forgiving until it actually dries. Okay, just kind of move that around there. Now, I have to add a little bit of, this is starting to kind of dry out a little bit, so I'm going to add a little bit of shortening to my fondant, and I'm going to put these, I'm going to put this away before it really dries on me, and I'm really in trouble. Okay, just stay there for a minute, okay? Just stay there. Okay, so the head is, again, it's like an egg shape. It's not a teardrop this time, it's an egg shape. So kind of get it worked around to where you've got, you know, no schmutz. Leave the schmutz at home. Okay, so this is kind of, you know, egg shape, teardrop shape. It's kind of the same, sort of, but you're not going to go down quite as far with the teardrop. Okay. So you want him, he has kind of a flat muzzle, so you want to just, again, with a little bit of glue. Okay, and then you're just going to lay him right. It looks like it's huge, doesn't it? But actually, that's the way it's supposed to be. And then take your ball tool, the small end of your little ball tool here, and you're going to give him eyes. Okay. His head looks huge, but anyhow, that's how we want him to be. Okay, and then you're going to take two little pieces of black. Again, we're dealing with the black, so that's going to just make a mess, but try to, see, like I said, just drop it down just to kind of get the shape, or make sure, get the size right, actually, is what I'm kind of looking for more than anything. And then just a little tiny bit of gum glue in there. And just poke his eyes in there. Just poke him down in there. See how cute he is. Okay, now we're going to take our, just a little bit of white, not a lot. Okay, and we're going to just make like some kind of worm thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but you want it to be fairly thin. It's actually too long now. Cut some of that off of there. Just kind of thin on both ends. This is going to be like his chin, or whatever you want to call it. So this is going to go right here along the front. Okay. And we're just going to place it right here. So yep. Looks like an old man, doesn't he? Okay, now we're going to do his little cheeks. See, if he starts to tip over, you can always, you know, once you get it all together, you can prop him up so we, you know, till it dries. But we're going to do his little fat little cheeks. So I've got this piece here. I'm going to just cut this in half because I think it's going to be too big. Like I said, it's always too big, always. Okay, those are pretty close. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to kind of flatten it on one side. See how I've got it flat and round at the same time? So, okay, just kind of Make it a little round on one side and do that on the other one. It's hard, sometimes it wants to distort, but just kind of try not to do too much of that. Okay, so now we're just going to take his cheeks. Cheeks! Oh, those are those are pretty big, but that's okay. He's just a little guy. That's okay.